Hello, Americans, world, human species, body, volume, science. I put a link in here to Judge Napolitano's Judging Freedom. His sources are lying to him. They're presenting him with fabricated wire crimes. The CIA and the FBI, like with a former director of the FBI, a former standing chairperson on the Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act. He has rules with whole predicate acts methods with the news locations. They are influenced to pretend it's personal when we say that. Have them fix the fake conversations they pretended with me. These are CNN sources, Fox News sources, MSNBC sources. Look at since founding, they have fake people speaking for black people's whites of eyes. A through Z, suits and ties, counters to them, and exceptions are collusion. We don't have time to beg for people to follow mandated law. Pick one name in sequence and the ranch. Watch the way you describe my behavior, too. They've been attaching people to fake behavior, fake raising their voice, fake calmness, because you have sick, fake punks. Also, tactically delusions wrought with psychiatry, tied to prisons, tied to courts, still involved with child offenders, leaders, and kids. Jim Beam. I caught them first with the principal child offender. Make sure with the police chief Cintron and the other ones tied to him, retired, and like this one before him too, with the same house involved with them. Weathersfield Police, they brought up the name. They confessed the name Collusions involved with them over the phone, involved with wire crimes with them switching names. Make sure also they confirmed and demonstrated they used the name, but it's recorded. There are people, there's a Smith family involved with the military, with Weathersfield Police, and where they used to be. They used to be at the Weathersfield town offices. The Weathersfield town offices has a whole bunch of intelligence community people that grew up with little trick punk games where they put instances, fake ties between people that don't know each other at all. They put fake things pretended recorded into databases, and they have exceptions in demonstration of the same thing. They use the sides of parks. They have instances, take a picture with someone next to them, pretend they had a conversation. That's how sick you guys have since founding. That's what it's about. Black people's whites of eyes. That breaching method forced it, nothing else. We're gonna examine how that breaching method got left out. So you have a whole bunch of sick, fake punks who can't be sane. Who can't be sane. We're gonna examine. So in other words, they're up there asking each other questions. In other words, they're over here speaking about the motives of other people because they can't follow as fakes, because they can't follow mandated law. Fix the fake wire crimes. Weathersfield Police have wire crimes. They switched names, forged names. They brought up the name Claw with this, involved with the principal child abuser. The name Phil Claw was also confessed by a Bob Chase, who's involved with falsified police reports, with a principal sex offender and whiting forensics through time involved with these agencies, you sick, fake punks. Wait till you see the tactical delusions that our countries have together, suits and ties, counters to them, and exceptions in collusion because you're all used remotely. Tactically delusions raw. Getting involved with other people's business. Fix the fake information. I was one of the names on and off the court right next to the World Trade Center. Leading up to its short term, the night before it, and other ways short term, they posted insidiously documents that had been time-stamped properly on time to the Ninth Circuit Court. From inside the court, they insidiously, before the World Trade Center attack, post-dated those legal papers. These are also people with all these countries. Israel, Palestine, and America have roles with names at Central Connecticut State University involved planting evidences. And they have roles with relative murders of people and of a police officer. In other words, also involved with the uses of corners of streets and pseudo corners, intercities, and near me with the Weathersfield Police. A whole bunch of people tied to a Detective Dillon, and military police involved with a Colo too, and Mark Violet and others with Hartford Hospital See, they have military involved with medical locations. There's a Dr. Zeman who's involved with this Leahy family. They're sequence shifting with various judges, speaking fake things into records, like a Judge Smith and his extended family. Whole bunch of families with the name Smith planting evidences. Has something to do with their roles all along Route 175 and the conjunctions to it, like Wells Road, like Ridge Road. Names along that street have been planting evidences, roles with identity thefts and frauds and slanders, and with a whole bunch of countries on our campuses, like Trinity College and Central Connecticut State University, has roles with the intelligence community, planting predicate acts there with name on timed roles with names on my street, making confessions tied to the names here, make it look like I'm part of their group. Hey, I was in the World Trade Center attack. Make sure contacts right before it. And you guys have been attaching me to fake conversations about it since. I never had a conversation in my life with the Leahy family. They put whole fake transcripts of me. They're involved with the co-defendant, various natures of federal criminals before they got caught. And then as their roles with all sides in criminal and civil cases. And the lawyers on both sides, and the victims advocates, at the same time, their names interbranch, switching names, switching sequences, names of the hallway of the court with sick, degenerate behavior, and trying to make illusions so they can describe stuff fake. They describe stuff fake. Make sure there's a Jessica Cintron. I was never around her in my life. That's one of the daughters of one of the police chiefs involved, one of the retired police chiefs involved with the Claw House and the Smith House near them. Now they're involved with the Wethersfield town offices further with these countries. They have rules with people from Afghanistan too, through decades, through administrations. They have criminally foreign influence uses those locations, which are also elections locations. Fear God when you have those people speak about those subjects. They're making subject treatments effectively to measure, maintain a bunch of fakes that are going to pretend other. Follow mandated law for them. Fix the fake news. Fake Fox News put me in fake conversations with them. They also have roles with the people with these Mendez police families and Domain police family involved with child offenders, sexual, medical, and leaders of the kids putting fake things in databases and Jewish themes and Catholic theme and the difference between that and other sick religious spots involved with it. It's nothing against religion. These people are involved with identity theft, fraud, slander. They're using all locations /s, criminally foreign influence. Bunch of sick, fake punks with other people's names in their mouth. I never had a conversation in my life. I didn't have classes with these ones. And then the ones that were in my class and they're at class with them, they're up online trying to pretend other. Get on paper now! Follow mandated law for your branch of government. They're too scared. Follow mandated law. Get them on paper. They refuse to get paper at the interbranch locations. They've been putting fake things in databases since founding. You guys can't see that recorded. Fake science speaks for New York City. Fake science spoke for the suburbs, let alone for the city. God help you. God help you. May follow mandated law. Anthony Wall, right here. Tell me the name who disbelieves. I want the names of the judges, the prosecutors. Their kids are involved. Make sure they get on paper. They put the news, fake conversation with me with the news too. All at the same time. Get them on paper now. I told you, we're going to show you how to deal with things calmly. You guys want to keep things war with your psychopath fake punks with guns too. Make sure you get the cops switching names and pointing guns on paper, one name in sequence, you little fake punks. Make sure you don't pretend I'm saying things bad about the police. You focus on the acts I said. Make sure Judge Napolitano hears this. Stop speaking about the serious things we must follow in order. Let's start with the World Trade Center Predicate Act. Let's start with the Israelis reportedly filming the World Trade Center attack right there. Let's start with how they attach me and others from the location to fake conversations about it and since to hide that. And as their roles with child abusers leaders I caught them with before they were caught, they were forcing that by putting fake evidence. Make sure you don't pretend to know me, Mazzucato family. And who's this going to be with the Zano family? There's a Jack Zano, there's a whole bunch of people with the name Zano on Yukon with military and interstates, Rhode Island campuses like Johnson and Wales, has something to do with the military switching names, forging names, foreign and domestic medical, identity theft, fraud, slanders. Make sure you go keep your little sick, fake punks away from me. They're fabricating emails, roles, digital crimes with digital sex offenders, leaders of the kids with WTNH. Fix the fake emails. Let's go, FBI. Get out of that building there, too, next to this campus. Get out in New Haven. Let's go. Let's go. Get out of paper now. Follow me.